It was kind of a busy weekend for both of us. You had like a full schedule, like all weekend.
Yeah. I still sent you like some ideas and stuff.
Yeah, a few things
I
we
didn't
could
even
try.
know I didn't even know we got a new intro. I had to listen to it with everyone else for the first time.
That's fire though, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, is
Yeah.
fire? It
It's
was fire
okay.
though, right? I thought it was
It's okay.
awesome. It's this it was by Grand, the same dude that did the he did the intro that I really liked for season 4 that we didn't get to use. So uh is what it is. He did a new one for us, so that was really cool. We've got a couple of other options. We might just rotate the songs out, and uh, we're
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with more of the LCU coverage, full-on coverage. We have a lot to go. We have a lot to talk about. So we're going to start out with a little bit more on the, tech talk stuff. So hopefully everything comes out as planned. Just as planned, as I would usually say. Hopefully I get everything out. So, I was just thinking to myself, tech talk is pretty normal. Not much is happening. But then I realized, oh, there is stuff happening. Stuff behind the scenes. Something about CD-ROM. Let's check that out.
I don't
huh?
know. I'm gonna read all of them out loud. You send money.
Oh, okay.
You send money. I'm reading it out loud.
Okay, no,
you can
that's
read
fine.
the $10 numbers, but I'll read it.
Well, if it's over $10, it'll actually play on the TTS.
Yeah.
But so I went out in the world. I didn't feel better. Things got worse. There's anyone who didn't watch Rewind. I got a message from from the administrator of the community that I've been kind of like a brand ambassador for the past 10 years for. And long story short, they decided to part ways with me over my 10-year at lolcowlive. That's very, very upsetting to me because that community meant a lot to me. It's something that I enjoyed doing, enjoyed being a part of for several years, and they didn't talk to me over this. They didn't say anything to me. They just decided this over. They decided to cancel or just scrub 10 years of work for 3 months of work here. There's been no resolution. I've asked them. I've begged them to talk to me about it. They won't talk to me. So it's incredibly upsetting. And I believe me, I want to name drop them. I really want to discuss who it is because it would make me feel better to get off my chest, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that.
Then you don't want to.
I'm not going to do that because the reason that they excommunicated me is because they are, for whatever reason, concerned about harm that might come to their staff or members because of my affiliation here. Now, as dumb as
Oh man, Radio Sega. I felt like I've heard that name before because I had a friend that was really into Sega. Like he was really, really into Sega and all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure I've heard of it one way or another. Did not realize that our good old friend CD Harami was a part of that kind of thing. Kind of interesting. I actually started to make more sense about his personality and everything. But even so, trust me, this won't be the end of it because more is to come. More is to come from live.
Are doing a show together, possibly in the future. That ain't gonna happen if you don't pay people.
No, and that's what made that. I don't know what live stream it was, and if I'm talking before it's actually said, then so be it. But how can she be building up her audience that he told her to do? He practically said he would do it with her 50-50 ownership if she was bringing an audience with her to the table. Well, you have to have the talent to bring in the audience. You have to have these things, he said. So how can you do that when you're not paying your talent? She had 4 people. She had 4, Savage, Roxy, Vixie, and Thick Gemini. Okay. 2 get paid, 2 don't. You're only paying half of your talent. Who's going to come work for you, Becky? How are you going to bring anything to that table to have this show with Keemstar? I mean, so yeah. But which is so stupid. He's giving you another chance.
So I think these girls should know that Keemstar is a very forgiving person, and I think they acknowledge that. It's with I would say Keemstar is very forgiving. Please forgive me, Keemstar, even though you owe me $5. I'll never get those $5 back. Keem, you know who you are, Keemith. But yes, we're going on Chubby, and there's another clip I'm gonna get from Chubby, so don't you worry. Don't you worry, funny girl with a funny accent and a smack or a Mac. Yes, the Macintosh. Created by Steve Jobs. But in all seriousness, Becky getting another chance may end up happening more and more. I think that's just going to be the case. I think that Becky can talk the way she is and act the way she is, but knowing how people are sometimes, especially around Keemstar, I have a feeling that she's gonna crawl back. It's just the inevitability that she'll crawl back to Keemstar. And I think a lot of the people, unless you're like Wings, they always crawl back. It's just the end result.
I do.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Pretty is as pretty does. Great job with the clips. Have a great Monday.
Thank you so much. Pretty is as pretty does.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Yeah, I'm trying to get to that clip or that part. But this is interesting too. So it's like,
What are you looking for that he says?
the one where he says that you need me more than I don't need you. You need me. And I know that it's in this last little bit somewhere. And he says, "Oh, well, I didn't realize that, yeah, of course." And it's so true,
Here,
Keem doesn't need him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll find the timestamp. I'll search the
Okay.
I'll search the transcript.
So he's saying for all the work that he does, $2,000 a month as a video editor. But here's the thing. It's not like you're putting together there's a difference. There's a big difference. Okay. You're not cutting out the dead air. When I edit videos, when I put clips together, I go back through and I look at the little lines of the sounds and I clip those out. So I run the time together. So you don't have those 3-4 seconds.
So, if you haven't heard of the guy, lolcowlive, I've been hearing him a lot lately, right? He's a new up-and-coming clip channel, so sort of similar to Huggy and Ozzy, right? Right, shout out to them. Let me be real. I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get a job. He's trying to get a business. He's trying to get himself out there. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I would even say that I can understand the game he's trying to play, what he's trying to do, everything he is, right? And I can kind of respect that, right? He's putting in the work. He's putting in the hustle. And I think that's a good thing on his end. That I would even say that, like, you know what? Going towards Keemstar, going towards the top, pretty smart move, in my honest opinion. Especially if you're now, obviously, there's other people who do this stuff, but I think because he has I think maybe he has a better footing than maybe the other people, that he's a lot more lucky. But we'll have to wait and see. And yeah, and I see where Angie. Hopefully, sorry if I say your name wrong, Angie. I know where she's coming from, where you need to cut out the dead air. When I do my clipping and everything, I kind of do my best to cut out the dead air. I do my best to cut out. Well, I don't always do it because sometimes it's funny to have the super chat play, but I try to like work around those stuff because they take up unnecessary time. But sometimes the super chat is what you need because sometimes there's a little tidbit of information in those super chats. So let's move on to cafe.
That includes IP addresses, that includes emails, that includes private messages, that includes, by the way, if they've bought Reddit Gold or anything like that, payment info, method, address, whatever they have, we get.
Uh-huh.
Let me ask you, do you think that's a little extreme to have all of that information?
That's a good question, because I think it depends on the individual people he's getting it from. Because if they were doxing him, then no. If he's going this far, then no. If he's getting the information of people who called CPS on him, then no. Over the case of copyright, like fair use, I think it's extreme. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So I don't know. See, it's a snitching thing again. Like it depends on who what he's going after him for. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I just don't know if this is going to like tie everything into like one case. Because I think that because I know with some cases you have charges, right? Like you did this, you did that, you did this. Is he?
So let's get into this information about Ethan Klein. I haven't been too focused on Ethan Klein because I've been focusing on other stuff. But to be fair, you know, I would say this very confidently. It's kind of a good thing that I may get hate for it, but I think it's kind of a good thing. I think Xylee and Ken are working out pretty well, and I think there's just something about it that comes off as a good balance. Where I think like Billy is more hyper energetic and knows how to just get under Xylee's skin. Sometimes it gets too far, but at the same time, on the other end with Ken, I think Ken does a good job in like not doing that and just more like being more relaxed and just like the opposite, where one is hyperactive, this one is more calm and tame, and I like it quite a bit. I like it quite a bit actually, to the point where I still don't like a lot of Xylee's attitude and mannerism, but then again, I'm not any better because I could be quite pessimistic. Though I think she's more of a B word than anything else, which is, it is what it is. I still have my gripes, but it is what it is. And I'm willing to like, you know what? I kind of like this. I like Xylee here more than I like Xylee on Rewind. Hot take. But also, maybe this is a good way to see if eventually Xylee and Zay will finally do their own show. I still would say that it's better to break Rewind up, give Billy his own show, give Xylee her own show with Zay or whoever. I really, really still hold to that, but we'll wait and see.
Many people said I followed you. I followed over to Becky, the BBU, because of Roxanne Savage.
I heard that same story from people to me, that they were following you specifically.
Yes.
To the BBU. Yeah, when she started. So
when she always says I owe her. No, like my parents made me, but Keemstar is what made Roxy. You know, so if I owed anything to anybody in life, it would have been for YouTube. It would be to Keem. Why to Becky?
Yeah, for me it was different. Obviously, I was never part of the LCU, and for me, I will 100% say that a lot of this audience that I'm getting now is from the 3 episodes that I did with you guys, and I'm going to be 100% honest always about this. Is that I'm always going to give credit to Becky, and I don't know who else the decision was to say yes, give Ivixie a chance. So I'm always going to be honest about that too. Like, I appreciate that too. Yes. And for a very long time, I was not going to go anywhere, I thought, because even the stream that I did over here a week ago, I was like, I only didn't do it on her channel because she wasn't willing to do the show with me. Because I was like, Becky, people have so many questions right now. I'm not going to go live on your channel and not being able to answer them. Can you go on there with me? And we have a chat. She didn't want to do it. She said you weren't ready. So I was like, I'm not comfortable doing it there. So I'm going to do it on my own channel. And she didn't want me to do it. But of course, obviously, I didn't think that was going to be a deal breaker because that didn't make any sense to me. So I just went live.
That'd be like, it's tired. Like, I worked all day. It's tired and exhausted I am. I knew. I said, I have to get up there. I'm not making any excuses. Ivixie deserves this. She earned this, at least, to hear somebody else's side. Obviously, Becky didn't do it, so she had to go on what she had. Then all the shit comes out yesterday. I'm like, I could have went on my channel, but no, you deserve to at least have some recognition of what you've done for the BBU. And I made it a point to make sure I got my ass up here as soon as I can to do this with you.
I appreciate you, really. I was excited to chat with you because we've never had a chance, actually. We've never talked, just you and I.
Yeah, and it bothered me that she said I hated you. Like, what? I don't even hate her. I hate nobody.
Yeah, same. There's no
shit.
I have such a hard time having any hate for anyone because I know that people have different perspectives in life and they go through different things and they have different feelings based on that experience. So I always respect that.
Yeah, Becky was trying to tarnish the well already, saying that Ivixie hated Roxy. before she even did the interview, trying to
Of
like
course she
start some
did.
shit. Like it.
All she does is lie.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's like 2 more hours left of this, and this is way too long. I want to kind of get into some LCU shit. Oh man. But yeah, CC, thank you for the one gift that I appreciate you.
Thank you, CC.
Superfries Media, why do you keep guys feeding into it? Don't talk about exclusives or power. I know, but that interview.
That's how I feel. I'm
I
gonna
know.
be honest with you. Like, I mean, okay, get through this drama shit, but we've got to get to a point, and this is including Keemstar too. We have got to get to a point. We got to stop talking about these people.
Yeah, I get it, but I want to at least cover the interview a little bit because Roxy is here
it
now.
makes sense because
You know.
he talked about it yesterday. It's a big deal. Vixie is actually coming on test and talking to them. So it makes sense. It's just eventually we got to stop talking about these people.
We may also get an interview.
With who?
I'll tell you after the show.
Is it somebody that I will not participate with?
I don't know. I asked them about you, and they were like, "There's no issues." So,
Oh, okay. Well, then I know it's not one particular person. All right.
so we'll see what happens there.
Oh, mysterious. What did Kenneth meant by that? Oh. Okay, but no. In all seriousness, I can understand where Xylee is coming from, where you just want people to stop talking about it, but you really can't, right? It's like a car accident, except this time everybody got to see it in real time, and everybody was, let's for lack of a better word, we're not surprised how the things ended, but we're still happy. And you really can't. And as more and more of it comes out of this car accident, the more and more details, you know, really shows itself, right? Really shows itself. So to me, it's like, yeah, I can get it. I can understand where she's coming from, so where she wants everybody to not talk about it. But when Keemstar talks about it, well, I guess everybody has to talk about it, and it's fair. It goes either way. Now, who he's going to interview, who Kenneth is going to interview? Ooh, shocking information! I can't wait. I hope. My guess probably it may not be Savage. I hope it's Vixie. I will like at least anything. Like, I know Keem hates the whole VTuber stuff. I know Keem. Well, I don't know why I call him Keem. I'm so stupid. I know he doesn't like the whole VTuber stuff, which means he may not like me too much, but that's okay. That's okay. Either way, but no, in all seriousness, I think it would be a good opportunity, at least for Cafe, because they're a lot more friendlier to at least reach out to people, where I think, like, nerds could have the opportunity. I think if Zay was to put aside her like towards VTubes, put that aside and, give Vixie a chance, I think that would be a good thing, in my honest opinion. This is just how I feel, right? I feel like nerds can benefit if they're willing to talk about, if nerds is willing to talk about this stuff. But again, we'll have to wait and see. Kenneth
has a really good concept for a show, and they want to do a show on live for the weekend to build up Rewind and Balls or Cafe, because she's on there now. I'm down for it. And Dungeon Conquest.
Okay, so
look at me. I'm Glammy, bitch. Woo! We did that shit. Hey, get it. Okay, what am I doing now?
Lord, TTS.
At Lily Mossai 1396 super chatted $20. Hi nerd gang _ hot dog gang _ big Yoshi.
Glad to see you this morning, Lily. Okay.
Lily Mossai. I love Lily. I'm actually happy for those head pats. Those head pats felt good. They felt good on my melon cap. But no,
Can I say one thing? I wanted to say that it made me truly, really happy that Keem trusted the nerds to be the first ones to do, like, the live takeover. Like, that really showed that he put like a lot of like trust in us, and I was like proud in that moment because I was like, damn, if this is something he's like thinking of doing with other shows and he gave us the ability to be the first one, like that's pretty cool.
Bro, I don't know if Nerds is taking off. Like, I love the NDF. We rise, we are strong, we are one, we are mighty. We are the strongest, unique cult there is in the LCU, and nobody can stop us. Not even Keem's toxic-ass audience, because no matter what, bro, we were stanced up. We were ready. We were on the battlefield all ready. We were having all types of ghost adventures and shit. And guess what? The funniest thing is, no matter what, there were people bullying people in the chat being like, this is boring. And then people like, why are you watching it? And then I had people literally freak the out about the Ouija board. There were people literally on my ass. By the way, my girlfriend's mad at me. See, like, I have the Ouija board still. I have it. I still haven't took it back. Oh my God, MSN was that a short show or what? All buff.
Here, I'll read it out loud. I'll read it out loud. 16-bit Pete with the $10 said MSN was.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Once more with the nerd crew at it again. I'm talking about their, weekend streams and all that, particularly about their haunted houses. I think was a success for the most part. I think it was a success. And I think what Keem is trying to do is try to hype up more of these shows by having them on the platform, on his main channel, which I think is probably a good idea. Right? I think it's probably always a good idea to do. Are we gonna see more of that? Are we gonna see more nerds online? I hope so. I genuinely do hope so. We do get more nerds of their IRL. I mean, later on in the stream, they did have like a little bit of an IRL segment. But I think what people want is more of them going out. Like, what's the haunted house thing? Cringe? Yes. But I think it what people wanted. And I think people want more and more of that stuff rather than like the usual stuff. Like, they're doing a little IRL stuff every little day. Cool. But they want more of the bigger stuff. More of the big meaty IRL. But we gotta keep moving on.
So like tomorrow, it'll be
Yeah.
ready.
Tomorrow I'll be ready. Got the
Dang,
music video.
really?
It's gonna be wild.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. So we gotta get 100 members to see that shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild.
All right, guys. You
It's
need
gonna
to
be wild.
get
I
your
gotta
members
get
up.
my-
This track season is back. There. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
There, I'm
Let's
excited
go.
for that.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I love this kind of shit. I like that. I like the back and forth and shit like that. I like that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So, wait a minute. Where is it? Where are we at? You want to talk about Saturday? Was it Saturday? Sunday stream. My Sunday stream.
Mhm.
And I guess Nightly came up here and she told you what timestamp to go to
Mhm.
react to it. And you was reacting to it with Buff Weed. What did you feel? What did you think about it? Now that I'm here.
So I can't even remember what part we reacted to. I was so heated with Buff. What was it reacting? It was a reacting to the initial thing of what you said revolving Billy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So my
I'm
opinion
getting
on
it.
it was guilty by being in the same room. Lucifina, do y'all can vote for the one gifted?
And
oh, wait, let me just double.
He's like,
I can't use that anymore.
go for yourself, you fruitcake.
I'll find another one, but for now, that's what I got.
That was perfect. That's perfect, actually.
Yeah. So like the premise is like, let me just switch this session for everyone. I'm not a fan of the idea of like insinuating someone's guilty by being in the same room.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I got some more context to the clip, to the situation afterwards, and they roasted that guy for making that shitty claim. They drilled on him. So like, I'm like, okay, well.
Here we are with some tests, and oh boy, it's heating up between them and Billy. I feel like we've been building up towards a major Billy fight between Yo Mama and Nightmare. I feel like it's been building up over the last couple days, but I would say it's been building up since a little bit after Fat Camp. Just the build up has been going more and more, and I don't know when it's going to end or stop. And I can tell you this, it's going to eventually pop to a point where it will cause a whole shake up across the LCU. I'm not going to say anybody's going to leave. I doubt it. But I think it's going to be something, and I'm being very, some people may think I'm pretty horrible for saying it, but very practical, that it may be a beneficial thing for the whole of the LCU if it's actually eventually blow into something even more bigger than people thought. We gotta see what happens.
How many bubbles or communities did I get kicked out of again? That you said I did?
I don't know. I just have a bunch of people who message me. I have a bunch of people who message me.
So you just say shit.
You want me to finish what I say?
Go ahead.
I have tons of people who message me saying that you're hated in the Goro World community and that they keep exposing you and running you off.
Of course I am. I mean,
I don't follow. I don't follow the
hated
community. Everybody I
hated.
talk to says, "Yo, mama." Everybody hates him there. He keeps getting called out by everybody there, and he gets ran off. That's all I was saying. Yeah, that's what they said. They said you get ran off.
Okay.
And you know what? I don't need to prove it because I don't care to prove it. Like it's like when Nightmare and I had our little last spat off. I said I don't care about facts. I just say what I hear. You know?
Yeah. That is true. I wasn't a fan of that.
Because I don't need receipts, right? Because I'm not trying to prove anything.
Right.
I'm just trying to say what I hear and talk about it. We're having a live conversation right now. Why would I say what?
A lot of people hit me up about things about you, but I don't come on and say shit that I don't know what the f I'm talking about. I don't just come on here and be like,
what did you know about yesterday? What did you know about yesterday?
I don't do that. What
did you know about yesterday when you
night? It broke Friday night that they tried to cancel Anthony. So where did I try to cancel you at or bring up an old clip trying to go at you when everybody on the internet's talking about it? Where?
Well, the thing is, you kept bringing up the old clip, and then you talked about it and took something I said and said that I was racist because of a comment I made, a joke I made.
Where did I say you were racist? Now you're lying again.
I think we'd have to pull the clip up. We'd have the implication of what you said.
No.
Have you got the timestamp so we can just pull it up?
Yeah,
have we got
I
the?
never said you were racist.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
We can take a look. Do you have the timestamp?
You're a gaslighter. I never said you were racist.
Wait.
Maybe you didn't. Let's check out the implication of what was said.
That was the implication. You see where this guy just lies?
Do you have the timestamp?
Oh, show me the timestamp.
No. No, I didn't. I didn't say exactly that. The implication of what you said was because yo, mama, here's what you did. Here's what you did. You said, nah, they're wrong. These aren't alt-right guys here. And said until this moment here and this moment here, you dropped the shoe and said this moment here is where this is evil. This is where this is terrible. This is where this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is you pulled it all the way up and
it's
said,
only two times the
this
term, like actual term racist was popped on the stream. One where I was on the screen and I mean your mom were going at it. And one before. So let's just listen to the one before and see exactly what the implication is on this. All right, I'll pop up on the screen so you guys can see. There we go.
Yeah, I called them left leaning.
Okay, let's have a look.
It's going viral.
A racist. I saw a clip of you laughing at
even
Trayvon Martin's death,
Now,
which I guess this is the clip.
This is what I was talking about. Now, this clip that Academics TV was pushing and all these Twitter accounts was pushing was edited and taken out of context. In this clip, he was talking to some weird niggas, and the dude he was talking to said something real crazy. They was talking about Trayvon Martin. Super chat had got sent and it had text to speech. The text to speech read it out loud. One of the dudes he was on stream with was like, F Trayvon Martin. He was like, oh my bad, I didn't mean to say that. Some real weird energy getting pushed out by these niggas.
Some weird energy being pushed out. But again,
that's
like
true.
I said,
was weird energy.
5,427 super chatted $5, sprinkling bad facts on crap. That's crazy.
Let's go to the part where he brought up my search for noose, because that's the part where he tried to drop it all on me.
Okay.
That's the part where he made the big claim against me.
Well, a lot happened on Tez. A lot more happened on Tez. You know how I said that I do believe that there's going to be a major clash between Yo Mama, Nightmare, and Billy, and it's slowly. I feel like this is going to be the case more and more, because you can tell that the way Billy is acting, it's almost not erratic, but it's like kind of way aggressive. Like you could have came in here and been chill and cool, and I understand that you and Nightmare, right, Billy, have a lot of beef with each other, and that's understandable. That's not something that's gonna go away. And I know that beef is also growing toward even against Yo Mama, but I'm like, even I'm just like, dude, how do you do realize it doesn't make you look good? I mean, the fact that you said I don't care about facts and I'm only being told what I'm like, what? That doesn't look good on you, especially with, you know, someone like Xylee, who's, you know, is all about the truth, or at least looking for the truth or something of that value. It doesn't look good. And I'm trying to be genuine. I'm trying to be not genuine, trying to be kind of fair to Billy, where I think Billy is just going erratic on everybody, and I feel like this is just gonna build up more and more and more and more. Like, we're gonna see like a crash out we've never seen from Billy, like a major crash out that he may have to take some time off the network, right? Maybe like a day or two, because just how he's just I feel like he's making too much enemies, and I feel like he's gonna say something that people are not gonna agree with, and people, even his own fans, are gonna be like, I can't even defend this. Feel like, because like, am I coming off a bit concerning? Yes, but I can just kind of feel that.
He was like, yo, y'all out of control. I gotta go. I gotta leave. He was like, I gotta leave after this. This is getting too wild for me. This is getting too wild for me. Now stop right there. Where did I drop the bomb on you?
Okay,
So now where did I drop the bomb?
I'm assuming by buying news you mean to hang yourself with the comment that you made. Well, the comment that someone made. I'm assuming that's what the implication is, right? Am I correct?
I'm supposed to sit here in silence and not
No,
react.
I'm not saying that. I'm just asking a question. When you said buy a noose to hang yourself with, are you implying that because someone said something really dumb,
The noose
you may
wasn't
as
to
well
hang
buy
himself.
yourself? Right, okay, thank you.
The noose was so earlier he said he bought an Indian headdress at a reservation and was wearing it around. I was like, that's racist, dude. I was like, and then he was saying all this stuff about Trayvon, and I'm like, we might as well go buy a noose too and just become a member. You know, there's implying that he would go full racist,
right?
And become a member of the Klan.
Right.
Okay. You might as well go buy a noose.
And so when you say he should go full racist with him going to buy a noose, and I react to it like, oh man, that's kind of wild. I'm not supposed to. I'm just supposed to sit there and be like, oh, okay. I guess he's trying to push him to go full racist or whatever. What am I supposed to do? I didn't say anything about you being racist. I didn't say anything about canceling you. I just gave my reaction. I was like, man, that's kind of wild, but I mean, that's what they saying.
See,
you know, I didn't say anything, I didn't say anything about you being
my
racist.
predicament is I'm not.
Came up here, the fact that you came up here and gaslighted yourself, and you thought internally that you was going to be canceled, or you thought internally that you were racist. That's something.
I just want to say one thing.
Yo, mama.
No, wait a minute.
Okay. I just want to say one thing. I'm gonna let you guys go. Guys, I can't really make a lot of opinions or comments on this because I generally, in terms of American racism, I have very little understanding. Okay, so if certain things go over my head, I do apologize. So I'm probably gonna have to remain majority quiet because I genuinely don't understand much. Go on.
Listen, Nightmare. If you want to learn about racism and you want to learn about cancel culture. If you want to learn about cancel culture, go to Xylee's video where she called Keemstar racist, and she said she was trying to cancel him, and she brought 4 black people up on panel where she continued to call him racist, and they had a whole Black Panther meeting where Keemstar had to defend himself from Xylee calling him a racist, and he should be canceled. If you want to go watch that video, you can go watch that video. It'll show you a real cancel culture vulture. That's what she is. This host is a cancel culture vulture, not me. That's what your host did. Didn't she do that, Billy? Didn't she call Keemstar racist? Didn't she say that he should be canceled?
I didn't watch her.
That's a cancel culture vulture, not me. So don't blame that on me. I'll call you racist if I think you're racist. But go ahead.
Yo, mama, let's be honest here. Last night on Rewind, when I watched this, I said that I wasn't being canceled. I said it was all a joke. I said that, right?
Okay.
I said you were just being a little fiend trying to drag my name through the mud over some 8-year-old clip, right? I said
no,
that.
I wasn't.
And if you rewatch this, you'll see that you were dragging me all the way through this over this clip. You were.
Yeah. I truly do feel like. Truly do feel like things don't get any better. Yeah, I truly, and it's really, rest of tests were just like this, them fighting against Billy more and more. I truly do think that this will end up in a bad way for Billy. I genuinely do say that, and it maybe because like kind of weirdly concerned, or maybe I'm just like, don't say anything that you're gonna regret, because people are gonna use that against you as it is. I can imagine that he gets enough hate as it is for being like Xylee co-host, but I can only imagine now it's only ever growing. Right. You know what I mean? But we'll have to wait and see how things play out.
It's not even for me, but that makes me happy.
Huge ass is balls deep. Cheers to you, Hugh.
Hell yeah.
Now I have to
with
upgrade.
Poke Gaga. Hell yeah. Now I gotta tell you this, Restov. Do you think Huge ass went balls deep because he heard I had shit in my pants? You think he's into that?
No, I think it's because he is a great dude, and hearing that you don't hate him was a good thing. I've been trying to tell him.
I've been no, I haven't really told him, but I mean, I've been trying to hint at it like during live streams that he doesn't hate him.
Yeah, no, I straight up told him.
And not
Me
at
and
all.
you've been talking for a long time.
I respect
God damn
Hugh
it.
standing up to me. I'm never gonna back down, right? I almost always think I'm right, and I can't always be right. I'm
Well,
sure.
that's what I like about Hugh. He doesn't kiss ass. He doesn't kiss ass just because you're a host. He's going to tell you exactly.
Here we are with balls. Not really much happened. Goals that weren't completed. I don't even know what I can say or can even do. It's pretty mid. Pretty mid for the most part. Apparently later on they said that LCL was copying him or them. What, I don't even know. At this point, there really wasn't much for me to say for balls. So let's move on.
Over my 10-year at lolcowlive. That's very, very upsetting to me because that community meant a lot to me. It's something that I enjoy.
Dude, this was wild because CD sent me, because I go, show me what community you got kicked out of. And I'm not going to say the name of it or anything. But I read it and they were like, we don't approve of your participation in lolcowlive, and that's dangerous to the other members.
How? Literally, how?
It's so stupid.
Oh, we're so scary and evil over here. Oh,
no idea. But the owner, the guy that runs that community, he heard from me. He heard from me. I lit his ass up, and he has yet to respond. But we will be talking. We will be talking, sir. We will have a chat because I'm gonna defend CD-ROM on this one. All right. How are you gonna say? And I'll just say this: the community, because I need to give you enough information, is a gaming community. Okay. How are you going to say, because CD-ROM is on lolcowlive, he can't be a part of a gaming community with adults? All right. This is not like a little kid gaming community. This is an adult gaming community, like retro gaming, to give a little bit more information. Like, it's literally some moderator over there doesn't like me or doesn't like Boogie or doesn't like someone that's in this universe, all right, and has decided, because CD's over here and they don't like us, that he's now a danger to their community. Well, dude, you're going to have a danger to your community.
See, so, yeah, remember how I said that we're going to have to come back to this? I wasn't really lying. I wasn't lying at all. We were coming back to this no matter what. We were coming back to this because, eventually Keem heard about that and it was like, nope, not having this. And I mean, Keem is right. Like, you gotta at least give a reason for not wanting somebody there. Right? You gotta at least give a reason, like, why you're removing somebody from your community that probably has been there since forever. I don't know how, I don't think forever. Because what I thought originally when I first saw this, for some weird reason, I was thinking it was a speedrun community, but then I remembered, well, the speedrun community is known for being like quite toxic. So there's that to think about. But yeah, keemstar got involved with CD Haram drama about this, And all I thought was, oof, this is not going to turn out well. And it didn't, because then later on CD Haram came in.
Viper, listen to me very closely.
Fuck you, Viper.
Listen to me very closely. I didn't want this. I didn't ask for this, but I am begging you. I am begging you to talk to Keemstar. There is still time for diplomacy. Reach out before it's too late. I didn't mean to start this, but I am incapable of stopping it. Do what you can before it's too late for the brand, please.
You didn't start this. He did.
Dude, I'm sorry. If a brand makes a silly mistake like that and kicks a member that's been around for 10 years just because they're on an internet show, they deserve to have criticism. They deserve to have pushback, because that's a wild thing, dude.
Dude, they deleted your archive of work. Do you have an archive of that, or is it just gone forever?
I'm pretty sure I kept, I think I kept all the recordings of my last podcast.
Because that's truly horrific to have deleted your work.
Yeah.
Let me check if they're still on TerraPlayer. I was looking it up today and it was still there.
But again, if they were going to delete it off the website, did they offer you an archive of it? Did they offer you a zip file of it? Did they archive it for you? Because that's what they should have done.
No, they didn't. I checked the website earlier today on a whim and I saw my name in my pocket.
So as I said, yes, as I said, as I said, they went over this stuff, and it got to the point where I believe the Sega Radio had to shut down. They had to put their X account on Protect because, oh boy, they got blasted, and I think their Discord went away. I don't think they deleted, but it went away for a bit. So it was quite interesting, in my opinion. It's quite interesting. I believe they're going to talk about it later on. What today? I don't even know what day it is. Tuesday. So I think they're supposed to do a continuation, but we'll have to wait and see.
On! She doesn't mind. She's making money doing it. It's funny. We're here to entertain you. If it'll entertain y'all, I'll go shove something in my crotch and eat it. I don't know what I have, but I'm sure I've got plenty of shit Scooter can dig out of the fridge. If you all want us both to dig shit in our crotch, no problem.
She make it clear she's not getting it out of her crotch, is on her legs. Because
yeah, it's on her legs.
Just trailing the line here.
Okay, see, when we have to do this, it kind of takes all the fun away, you know? Of course she's not digging it out of her hoo-ha. Come on. Jesus Christ. But hey, it's close enough. I wouldn't want to eat it. I'm just saying. Now let's enjoy.
I don't either. You have 9 people chatting in your chat because you can't handle one comment.
Ooh.
This is the most pussified show I've ever seen. It's 4 hours of trash.
Ooh.
You're a garbage man. You should be taking the trash out to the curb, not going over telling me that we can't have these conversations in 2025. We can't joke in 2025, Ken. The fuck? I've heard you say worse on this podcast than was said on that podcast.
What did I say?
Warmth, Ken. Warmth is disgusting.
Warmth is beautiful, Billy. I don't give a damn what you
Warmth
say.
is disgusting.
Come on, bro.
To reduce.
So yeah. So mostly on what is it? Queens. They were just going over through some stuff that Tina went to the beach. Now they did mention that they're planning to do a whole episode on Tuesday about Becky. So that would be interesting to see and how Becky responds. But I don't know how true that is. I didn't really mind the beach stuff, but it was like, it was wholesome content, something they need for a little bit. Now on the opposite end of that, Rewind did the Rewind usual coverage, obviously going through everything that happened, talking about the City Sega stuff that was happening. So there was that. Let's move on to Ozzy.
What's that? He started drawing. That's right. He began drawing, writing, and building stories with characters that were reflections of himself. Idealized versions. Not virgins, versions. Although he is a virgin at this time. We'll get to that later. Full of power, friends, and romantic success. Eventually, 2 of his obsessions fused into one. In 2000, Chris created Sonichu. Anybody ever... one in the chat if you've heard of Sonichu.
Yeah, one in the chat if you've heard of Sonichu, 2 if you're a fan. Bruggs, member for 6 months of Band World. Why does Steak Low-Key look like a fusion between Stonic and Rastov? He PMSs as much as Rastov, and he takes the piss as much as Stonic too.
We got Stonichu out here.
Brugs, you little bitch. You know that this show has call-ins in the last 30 minutes of the show. You got some shit to talk, dog. You come up here and say it, homeboy. You come get some if you want some.
Oh, we might have some interesting call-ins within the next month, by the way. I'll get into it a bit more later, but I've been using the lolcow Aussie account to troll people while they're live. I'll just hop up in their chats.
So yeah, so the guy that you're still covering the the Christian stuff. Not a bad choice of lolcow. I kind of wish they did it early on. I kind of wish they talked about this stuff early on. I mean, I do hope that one day we can get the Aussie boys to cover. They can actually do a full interview with Christian, but that's gonna be nigh impossible due to the fact that Christian is almost impossible to get an interview unless you're a gamer from Mars who the connections. So there's that to think about. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll wait and see. Till next time, God bless.